Bagsman. Hi guys, welcome back to the Dugout. We've got something different. We've got a blooming player review, haven't we?
Inform Harry Kane.
Inform Harry Kane. We're not going to be letting poppers off. We're not going to be doing any of the stupid shit. This is gritty player review. We're here. We're talking about Harry. 28 games played, 36 goals, decent records.
You can't argue with that strike rate. You can't argue with that.
And his stats, he can shoot. You know what you're going to get with Harry Kane, don't you? Get him in the position. Bagsman. He can pass, decent, he can dribble. But, and this is what you get. This is what you get with Harry Kane on FIFA, innit? What do you get?
No pace at all. It's something I really struggle with because it's how I like to play the game. So it's something you'll probably see or hear in this video at least. I think it's very dependent on how you play to if he's going to be a good player for you or not. Depends who else you've got on your team. But there's no denying he can finish. He can finish, but it's trying to get him in that position. Player traits, here we go. Leadership.
Leadership, what does that actually mean?
Does that leader who's talking to his men on the pitch?
Does that give you anything on pixels on a pitch?
I feel like a lot of it's just fluffing it. A lot of it's
Absolute
team player.
It's team player. Oh, fan. Go and buy him because he's a freaking team player. Absolute rubbish. So we're going to get into some highlight clips. And for the first couple of minutes, you're just going to see non-stop Kane bagging. This one, lovely little fake shot, finishing across the keeper. It's mega OP. The flares are going mental. He's going mental. You love to see it.
Yeah, good finish, but again, I suppose you'd expect most strikers to be scoring that. But he got himself into position, worked it well. So, yeah, as we said, he is an absolute bagsman in terms of when he's in that position.
I mean, that's quality. That's a lovely finish. That one there, he gets it on the edge of the box. You know, across the keeper's OP. And Kane, he's always going to finish that. But the issue is with Kane, you've got to get him in that position. If you're trying to run past four men, it's not going to work for you. If that's the way you play, it's not going to work. Here, he shows, I don't know what he shows because I can't remember what actually happens in the clip. Alan wins the ball back. Kane's there, finesse shot.
Edge of the box, in and around the edge of the box, he is a demon. He will get you goals, but it's so much harder than you think to get him in that position. Again, I suppose it's all dependent on how you play. Again, in the box, his finishing is fantastic, but
you've got to find him. With a player like Kane,
slow build-up play.
Yeah, with a player like Kane, it's not going to work for everyone. Doesn't work for Jay. It works for me. Obviously, you do sometimes prefer having those players with the high agility that can just swerve in and out of players. You're not going to get that from Kane, you know that. But what you are going to get is 9 times out of 10 a banging finish.
Yeah, like I say, if you know you're about your slow build-up play, you're not too bothered. You don't play sort of running behind, getting behind on your strikers, then he will do a job for you, especially for 120k.
Less than that, man. We only paid 87k.
Not yet.
87k.
Yeah, so he's great value for money if he suits your style.
And for the start of FIFA, there's a lot to be said for a card that can just score. Because there's so many rubbish cards. You see people playing with Rodrigo, and I know some people love him, but he's hit and miss, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He certainly ain't going to be putting goals in like Kane is from them positions. He's not going to be as accurate with his finishing. The shot power, I think, is massive.
Big star. He just freaking blasts them, doesn't he? There, it's just past the keeper before he even knows what's going on.
He reminds me quite a lot of Icon Shearer last year. Someone that I picked 300k, I think it was his baby one. But I don't know. Like, you know, he'll get you goals, but.
That was a great hit, by the way. I wanted to put that in.
But yeah, it's the pace, I think, what Ross sort of alluded to earlier. It suits how he plays with a slow build-up. I'm very much fast counter-attacking football. I like getting behind 2 fast strikers. And yeah, Kane isn't going to work for that. So definitely worth considering how you play to see if it's workable.
Or not. Absolutely. As you can see there, 3 attempts, 2 goals. That's just Kane absolutely down to a T. And you'll see in a moment, you know when it pops up on the screen, it's like a handful for defenders, and it shows where like they shoot the ball. There's a lovely little clip in here where he's like 4 shots, they're all right in the corner. Wait. There we go. Harry Kane, a handful for defenders. Look at that. Shot maps right in the corner.
He loves it, doesn't he? His accuracy is fantastic.
He banged one off the post, but ignore that one. He's a bagsman. So on to the next part of the review. And that's his build-up play. You saw him there. He slotted in Rodrigo. Rodrigo sweats to St. Max. Lovely old job. The old FIFA. You're playing with Team of the Year players, you're buzzing, they can pass like nobody's business. New FIFA comes out, weekend league starts, you can't pass for shit. You're using like Wilfred and Ndidi trying to unlock the door down the corner. Doesn't work. Harry Kane can pass, and that is an important thing to do early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with how he plays again, because he hasn't got that yard of pace really. You're going to be, I finished that from Rodrigo by the way, you are going to be slowing it down a little bit, so to have someone that's, you know he's going to hold people off, he's going to be trouble for defenders in terms of trying to win the ball off him, he's got that strength. But yeah, he brings people into play as well, which is massive for someone of what, 70 odd pace. You need him to do that because he's not going to be one to burst away from defenders. So that's another great attribute. So again, if you're playing slow build-up play, he's going to suit you perfectly. He's great value for money at 90k.
And you're seeing these clips. He receives the ball. He usually shields it away from a man. Quick passing. Lovely little turn there. Bit slow on the agility. But you can use him to build the play up. He's got the ball. He's pinged it. He's missed. But it was good build-up play. Again, little swivel. Did the double tap through. That was my fault. I bollocks that up. He was offside. But you can see his vision. You can see the way he builds. Finds the through ball. Again, misses. This is ridiculous, by the way. How did that not go in?
First one should have gone, to be fair.
Absolute rubbish. But you can see how he receives the ball, shields the ball, passes it through. So if you're that kind of player, if you're playing with a supporting striker like Kane, if you're playing a quick man alongside him, he can work for you. Even in a cam, I think he'd be alright in cam. Do you reckon?
He'd probably be better suited in cam, yeah. Because his passing is great and he's got good long shots, but like I say, it just doesn't work for me for the pace. It just doesn't work for me.
So I think it's a case of, when we summarise it, you can use Kane, but it depends on your build-up play. If you're a fast counter-attacking team and you want your striker going freaking like Billio towards the goal, he's not the man. But if you slow build-up, you play a 2 up front with a fast man alongside him, he's usable at this stage of the game. Look, if you're watching this in December, January, you can probably do better. But October, you could do a lot worse.
He does feel for 90k, this stage of the game, if he suits your style of play, go for him.
So should you buy Harry Kane? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on your style of play. See you later. So boys, quick disclaimer before we go. In true Dugout fashion, we do our first ever player review. It's all going so well, and as I sit here editing now, Harry Kane has bagged a brace and an assist against West Ham in like the first 16 minutes. So by the time you watch this, he'll probably have a second inform. So this was the review for the first inform. He can still do a job. It's just typical, innit? Absolutely typical. So I'm going to leave it there. So hit like, hit subscribe, drop a comment down below, do all the good stuff, and we will see you next time on the Dugout. Adios.